Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Tanya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Lady, welcome to the stream. Andrew, welcome to the stream. We got Tarot Magician. Renee, what's going on? Got a couple of people joining so far. Sort of chilling out, hanging out. We got 9 viewers. There you go. Cool. Anybody have any questions? Tanya, let's get your question out the door. Out the door. Now, you said the cat's coming home. Tanya, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate it. Oh, my. Did the brother let the cat out on purpose? That seems extreme. Extreme. Sarah, welcome to the stream. How you doing? All right, so we got some cat issues. Let's use a cat deck. For some cat issues, we need a cat deck. And luckily, I have a gazillion cat decks. There's no shortage of cat decks on the TO stream, that is for sure. Actually, it went here, and now it's up here. All right, we're going to have to reach. We're going to have to get a little bit of reach out there for the cat deck tonight, but that's okay. We can always reach for the beach, as the fix says. Fatine, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. This year or next year for our tax, we're going to see what's going on with all of that stuff. All right, when is the cat coming home? We said 2 weeks. That was a few days ago. Let's see if that's going to still be, that is going to still be relevant. High Priestess. The cat is hiding out. The cat is hiding out somewhere. The cat has found a place to hide out, sort of chill out, just be themselves and whatnot. Get the High Priestess with all of the secrets, all of the things happening with the High Priestess. It feels like the cat is just sort of treating themselves, or, basically wandering around at the same time. Moon, welcome. How you doing? And so, yeah, the High Priestess, they're sort of surrounded by things. And then we have the cat doing this, and we have the cat missing you. I think the cat is currently sort of missing you in there. I think the cat is missing you pretty badly right now. The Page of Cups, they're home. They need to come home. This is something where they absolutely need to be there. The Page of Cups, they're definitely missing you. They're feeling the emotional pull of just not having you around at the moment. And I think that they are sort of headed your way, a little bit headed your way. You got the 2, we got a 4, you got a Page. I would say, oh man, I'm still going to stick with many days, right? Fatine, thank you for your other donation. It feels like there's still many days away. I'm going to say, oh man, entertainment purposes only. I'm going to go ahead and put a date out there. I'm going to say Wednesday night. I'm going to say this coming Wednesday night, you'll either get some information or something like that. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never rely on a cat coming home based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Alexandra, what's going on? YouTube user, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just going to go with Wednesday. Going to go with Wednesday night. So come back Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and let us know, what is going on with the cat situation. All right. Let's see that we got another cat reading. We can't have too many cat readings. I have to admit that. Did my brother let the cat out on purpose? That seems kind of cruel. That seems a little bit on the cruel side. Let's find out what's going on with that. Did the brother let the cat out on purpose? I'll find out about that. King of Cups, King of Wands, and the disappointment, the 5 of Swords. I'm going to go with no. I'm actually thinking a little bit of a thumbs down here. I feel like a thumbs down on this. I don't think the brother let the cat out on purpose at all. You got the King of Cups and the Lord of Defeat. I think it's something that they just wouldn't do. It's just something just outside of anything that they would do. It's sort of on the outside of anything that they would be intending to do. I just don't think that happened. That's a little bit too cruel. You got a couple of Kings, King of Cups, King of Wands. I think they're in tune enough with their emotions. I think they're in tune enough with kind of controlling their emotions, controlling their behavior where they don't do something like that. So I'm just going to go with no. Got a couple of Kings. We definitely have a command of sort of where we're at, what we're doing, and stuff like that. It just feels like that's going to be something that they just did not do. So I'm going to go with a no. We are going to go with a no and see what is going on. Hopefully your cat comes back. Come back Thursday. Let us know if the cat came back Wednesday night. Anyway, Fatine wants to know over here, when is Omar going to text me? This year or next year? Let's find out. Let's not use a cat deck for that. Let's not use a cat deck for Omar. In fact, let's use a little better Omar type of deck up in here. I think we're going with the Universal Celtic or Celtic Tarot. I think it's going to be all right. Just going to be all right. You got in a huge fight, so you just want to make sure. Yeah. I don't, no matter how much of a fight, if somebody loves animals, they're not going to do something mean like that. I just don't think so. I just don't think so. I mean, I've been in many fights. It never dawned on me to do something like that. Veronica, welcome to the stream. What is going on? Fatine, thank you for your other donation. What is happening tonight? All right. When is Omar going to text me? Is it going to be this year or is it going to be next year? Temperance, Page of Wands, Death, and the Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to say this year, actually. I'm going to say this year. Looks like this year. Looks like something that may happen. It looks like something we have some opportunities for happen this year. You got the Temperance, right? This is something where they do want to get things fixed. It feels like they do want to get things repaired, get things fixed, get things back to where they've been before, right? Because the Page of Wands, they feel like what they've been doing, Fatine, thank you for your other donation. It feels like what they've been doing, it just isn't working. And so maybe they're chasing somebody else. Maybe they're pursuing this person, that person, what have you. It just feels like that this is not something that's working for them overall. It feels like this is not something that's functional, not something that makes the grade. It's not something that, they sort of want to be with. They want to get back to normal. Nancy, what is going on? Good to see you again. It's been a while. Death that says they need a change. And that's kind of where we're going, right? In order to get the change, in order to get sort of back where we were, back where we need to be, it feels like that death is required. This change, this update, getting new things, finding new exciting adventures and whatnot. Death gives that opportunity, and that opportunity is going to be texting you and getting things back to normal. Because the Eight of Pentacles, they're willing to work on it. They're willing to fix what was wrong. They're willing to repair sort of where things went wrong. They don't have a problem with that. They don't have a problem at all. They need to text you, though, to get it started. They need to get the ball rolling on this. Veronica, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. They have to get the ball rolling on it. I think they're going to do it this year. We got a this year kind of feel. I mean, is that a thumbs up? Is that that's a party at least? At least at a minimum, that is a party. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there now. That is a party. Anyway, Fatine, Tanya, thank you for your donation. If Omar lives alone or with a girl, all right, is Omar soloing it over there? Or has Omar got some company? You know what I'm saying? Nancy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We're sticking with this for the Omar reads. We can stick with it. We can stick with the Celtic Tarot for the Omar reads. I think it works. Can we do that? Am I allowed to do that? I think functionally it works. I mean, I think functionally it's okay. Anyway, if Omar lives alone or do they live with a girl? I think they're living with somebody. I think they are living with somebody. Somebody is over there getting Omar's adventure. We got the Fool. I think Omar took a risk, took a chance on somebody they didn't know. And I think it's, it's okay. I think it's okay. They're working out okay. Is it a long-term thing? I don't really think so. I think it's more of a short-term thing. You see that by the Eight of Wands. Anything with a lot of movement cards, a relationship with a lot of movement, a lot of activity, a lot of things happening, sometimes that feels like that's going to be an important thing or something that's going to be a little bit on the short-term side, right? It's going to be important for a little bit and then it kind of wanes, it kind of goes away. The Fool, we wander off. We got two movement cards here. It feels like it's short-term. Temperance is kind of what they need right now. Even though it's short-term, even though it's on that list, it just feels like Temperance cards. This is kind of the mix that they need. Ananya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. That Temperance card feels like that mix that they need, the flow that they need right now is going to be with another person, and the other person's going to, keep them busy. Keep them busy for a little bit because Omar gets bored. I mean, ain't nobody got time for just being alone. Hi, I want to know if I am pregnant. Alexandra. Oh, man. The pregnancy readings are one of my favorites. Those are my favorite reads. Can I admit it? The pregnancy readings are my favorite readings because there's so many good pregnancy cards. If you don't know what the good pregnancy cards are, my friends, Nancy, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. If you don't know what the pregnancy cards are, I mean, you need to pick up my book. You need to pick up my book, is what you need to do. Let's find the pregnancy section. I mean, I had it marked. And then I lost it. I had it marked and then I lost it. I think it was over here next to the Empress or something. You got the double movement section. We got pregnancy somewhere over here. Anyway, you got pregnancy section over there. The problem with the book is it's too heavy and too thick. It's a little bit too heavy and too thick. Anyway, if you don't have this, if you do not have the book, oh, my hell, if I turned the thing off. If you don't have the book, you need to get it because I go over all of the pregnancy cards that are in here, the ones that you want to see, the ones that are going to indicate maybe a pregnancy, maybe sometime coming, break time, love connections, how those go together. You got to get the book, link in the description if you want the book. Now, that said, now that I've hyped it up, we need to get some pregnancy cards out. Might as well use my cards to do it. I mean, come on. I mean, I need to use something. We might as well use my cards. Let's do it. Got the little bit of the waterfall tarot action as it goes. Okay. Empress is going to be our primary pregnancy card. Let's admit it now. Empress is the number one pregnancy card. Anything with kids. Pages. Got a little bit of the sun riding in, a baby riding in. The sun's huge. 3 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, and the 9 of Wands. I don't see anything that's pregnant. I mean, the 3 of Cups arguably can be a pregnancy card, but it's so down on the list. It's so far off on the list. I think it's a bit of a stretch, quite frankly. I think it is a bit of a stretch, quite frankly. With the 2 of Swords, the 2 separate worlds, it seems like the things haven't come together to make it happen. Kolziah, thank you for your donation. Hellspine, welcome to the stream. Bartman, welcome to the stream. In the 9 of Wands, the defensiveness, the wounded warrior, it feels like that's not something that works, or that's not something that is here. Right now, I'm going to say you're not pregnant. We're going with a thumbs down on the pregnancy right now. All the cards I was looking for, maybe a 2 of Cups, maybe the Empress, maybe a happy home, happy family, the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Fatine, thank you for your donation. It feels like I just don't have any of the ones that I was looking for. So we're going to go with a thumbs down on the pregnancy. Now, obviously, entertainment purposes only. This is not a pregnancy test. This is an entertainment reading from a fat man on YouTube. Don't take that as the definitive you are pregnant or you're not pregnant. Anyway, need to see a doctor, get a pregnancy test at Walmart, whatever. Anyway, how does A currently feel about me? I mean, YouTube user wants to know. I think it's valid. A has been out there. We got the September 25th, 26th thing coming up right around the corner. That's Friday and Saturday night. YouTube users meeting A. YouTube user, are you still meeting A on Friday, Saturday night? Let me know. YouTube user, are you still meeting A on Friday, Saturday night? Let me know. Emma, thank you for hanging out with us and your donation. Crystals and Pain, welcome to the stream. YouTube user, I'm just saying. YouTube user, I am just saying that, I mean, they currently have some mixed feelings about me. There's some challenging cards, I'm not gonna lie. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. I mean, you know, that is Friday night. As far as this goes, the current feelings, they're concerned. They're worried. They don't know what to do. You have a couple of different mixed signals you've been giving them. They're kind of confused at this point. The 5 of Cups really don't know how to feel emotionally. I think physically they are attracted to you. I think physically they're ready to go. They're ready to rock it. I'm just saying. They're ready to rock it. They're ready to go all night long. Oh.
Music to make love to.
But I'm just saying, emotionally, they're really out of it. So I wouldn't count on this big emotional connection. I wouldn't count on this big thing. Physically, it looks like they're all there. Emotionally, it looks like they're kind of checked out. Dorothy Collins, welcome to the stream. Fatine, thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. All right, we're back to the Fatine reads. Back to the Fatine. We need like a dedicated Fatine. Thing. All right, Fatine, we're going back. We're going back to the future. No copyright intended there. Fatine, will Omar going to stay in Holland, or they are going to leave? Alexandra, don't you believe in the power of the cards? Alexandra, I do 1,000 readings a month. What do you think? Alexandra, I do 1,000 readings a month. Alexandra, I've done 15,000 readings. 15,000 readings. What do you think? Do you think I believe in the power of the cards? I believe in the power of the double cheese. I believe in the power of the double cheese. Anyway, 15. Am Omar going to stay in the hotel? No, I'm sorry, in Holland. When I say hotel, I haven't had anything to drink yet either. Well, Omar going to stay in a hotel, or are they going to leave Holland? Or stay in Holland or leave Holland? Let's find out. I think I'm stuck on YouTube using this hotel thing. Okay. The Four of Cups are staying where they're at. Ace of Wands, they need a new adventure. Queen of Pentacles, it's almost like for work. It almost like for work. I'm just saying, feels like for work they need to stay in Holland. Holland seems to be the place that they're either making money, they've settled down, they have more opportunities, they feel this is their home, they feel this is important to stay in Holland. Holland feels like it's home. Holland feels like it's rocking it right now. You got the Four of Cups, right? This is sort of where I'm home. This is sort of where I'm home. I'm being offered to leave. I think they've had offers to leave, sure, but it just feels like that they're not going to leave, right? This is not something that I need. Ace of Wands, they feel that pull though. They do. 15, they feel that pull, that tug. Like, let me at it. Let me out of here. They feel that sometimes, right? They feel that sometimes. I'm just saying. But the Queen of Pentacles, again, it feels like there's more money in Holland than anything else. And Holland seems to be the place they're going to hang out and live. Just saying, boo-boo. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for your donation. All right. Let's see, we got more 15 readings. We got a lot of 15 readings tonight. What are the things Omar's mother likes about me? That's a good question. That is a good question. YouTube user, your other questions are next. What's going on? All right. What are things that Omar's mama likes about me? Maybe she likes your cooking. Maybe she likes your scrambled eggs. Maybe she likes the way that you make the toast. I don't know. Let's find out what mama says, because if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Okay. What are things that Omar's moms likes about me? The devil. The devil. That may be interesting. That may be a loaded question. We have the devil, we got judgment, and the Queen of Cups. I do say that mom is definitely on the fence with you. Mom has a couple of feelings of good, bad, indifferent. You got a little bit of the devil. I think they feel that you're Omar. I mean, you do influence Omar more than you would admit. You have a little bit more influence than you think you do on Omar. A lot of times you just sort of rolling in. You're just like doing your own thing. I think Omar actually gets a lot of influences from you. A little bit of the devil action. She thinks, hey, if Fatina's going to be around, Omar's going to be doing something a little bit different, right? Judgment. It feels like the place is a little bit different when you're around. So there you go. I feel like it feels like that, yeah, when you're around, things change. I think you're an influencer, right? You're a little bit of the influencer. So, I mean, there you go. I feel that is going to be something powerful for that. Queen of Cups. Again, she's on the fence. She feels like you're a bit of an influencer. You have some good influences. You have some bad influences. Overall, again, she's a little on the fence. I don't think that she's going to just kick you out or anything. It just feels like that this is a little bit of the good, the bad, and different mixed in there as far as that goes. Veronica goes, a little general reading. Veronica, we got you covered up here. We got you covered. Where did YouTube user go? YouTube user has like 10 million questions and they're missing. I don't know. YouTube user said below. All right, YouTube user, I missed you. That's my bad. Does Ian know I work in the office? If yes, is Ian going to pay a visit? I mean, is Ian going to come to the office? Philomena? Philomena, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate that. Life is too short. Amy has joined the stream. What's going on? Life is too short. Have you seen the money trick yet? Life is too short. We got to stop. We got to stop the stream, and we have to show you Life is Too Short, the money trick. Because Life is Too Short has been around Life is Too Short came in the day after the money trick broke, which is the day that I had to pull 41 bucks out of the money trick. Now I went to the bank and I got my 41 bucks and money trick works. So this is for Life is Too Short. Life is too short. You're going to buy some tarot decks. All you have is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you got $5. Ain't nobody got time for it. You can't buy a tarot decks with $5. You can't buy tarot decks with $5. All right. What you have to do, Life is too short. You have to snap your fingers like that. When you do that, you get more money. Life is too short. You get more money. It's easy. Christina, thank you for your donation. Life is too short. It's like you're full of crap. You're full of crap right now. That's not 20. It is 20, 40, 60, 80. It's $100. Life is, it's 100. I can buy at least one. I can buy one Kickstarter deck with this. This is basically one Kickstarter deck at the current rate of exchange, right? After shipping and everything else. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, if you haven't seen that, there you go. Now you have. Amy, thank you for your donation. And Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. See, life is too short. Got gypped. I feel like life is too short. Got gypped. And now I've paid my dues. I've paid my debts. It's like a life debt, right? It's like a life debt. Life is too short was like my money trick soulmate. Okay. And my money trick soulmate just didn't have the stuff that they were promised. I feel like I've gypped them. And now I'm paid off. Now let's hear it. All right, I feel like I'm paid off. See, there's sweat coming off my brow. All the stress from this entire month has just gone away at this point. What am I doing? I need to put my deck back up there. Okay, can I use my deck again? I could use my deck again. I'm going to use this one instead. We're going with this one instead, my friends. Going with this one instead. YouTube user, does N know I work in the office, and will they try to cross paths? If so, do you need to take out a restraining order? Restraining orders sometimes called for. I have to admit, restraining orders are underrated for people that know you work in an office and the creepy ass comes up there. I'm just saying, if somebody's creepy ass comes up to your work, yeah, you need to, the restraining order has got the restraining order has got to be there. Amy sending me some decks. Oh my God, Amy, I'm in love with you. All right, let's go. Okay, I need to calm down. YouTube user, does end all work in the freaking office? I think they do. No. We got the page of sorts. I think they have the information. They have some of the information. Some of the information. I don't think they know the exact location, right? I don't think anybody dropped a dime. Is that still a thing? That's like a quote from like the 1950s detective shows. I'm sorry in advance. I'm old. But yeah, I think somebody has informed them that you work around an area, you work around in a particular thing. I don't think they know exactly where it is, nor do I think they're going to come by. I don't think their creepy ass is going to come to your work. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? And if they do, you need to get the restraining order. I'm going with a thumbs down. They know that you kind of work around there. Fatine, thank you for your donation. But I don't think they have the exact information, like the exact address or anything. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I think you're safe with that. I mean, you know, that we just safe with that. Anyway, let's see. We're going with Veronica wants a little general read. We already got the mom read out there and all that good stuff. Let's see. Things Omar's mom likes about me. All right, we got Veronica double shot. Veronica double shot. We are going to use the most exciting deck that we have. The most exciting deck that we have in the face of the earth over here. This is the Witchling Academy, right? I thought I wasn't going to like this deck. I swear to you, I thought I was going to hate it. And then I get it and I love it. It's so weird and obscure, but it's like me. It's like me. I'm weird and obscure. You guys know this. This is nothing shocking. Temperance, right? Temperance. It feels like things are coming together. There's a lot of things that you've been missing that are going to come together soon, if that makes sense. A lot of little pieces of the puzzle have been missing. Little opportunities have been missing. Little things have been going differently than you had expected. I think some of these pieces of the puzzle are going to start falling into place this week. This week, next week, it really feels like some things are going to come around because the chariot says you got things to do, places to be. This is literally a things to do, places to be card in this aspect, right? Seven of Pentacles. I need to get things started. I need to get things moving. There's some things that have been pending. There's some things that have been out there that have been shuffled around that I need to focus on. Let's face it, we need to focus on these things. I think these are coming up. I think they are coming up. They're exciting. This is going to be an amazing time for you coming up, quite frankly, Veronica. All right. The Knight of Cups, looking for love in all the wrong places. It feels like there is some romance headed in the door as well. I would focus on that. It feels like as we're focusing on things that just need to get caught up on, things that the pieces of the puzzle coming together, doors are opening. I feel like that you suddenly run into somebody. During this process, and the Knight of Cups says, hey, we have a little possibility for some romance coming in there. I think that's going to be exciting for you indeed. There we go. All right, we got Philippe. Welcome to the stream. What's going on? Tanya, when will Kay contact me to hang out? Will they hang out? Are they not going to hang out? I mean, let's find out what's going on. Let's see. Veronica had another reading. Okay, Veronica, your other reading is a couple away. We'll still use this deck because that Knight of Cups relates to your next question. It relates to your who's coming to love. We just saw a preview of who is coming to love, and I think we are going to get caught up on that in your next read. You're still 2 away on that. We got a couple in front of you. Let's do it. Let's find out. When will Kay contact me to come and hang out? Tanya wants to know, misses a little bit of the Kay action. Let's find out if Kay is going to be calling us anytime soon. I mean that works. That works indeed. I think, okay, we're going out on a limb here. I think the beginning of October, they're going to contact you to hang out. It feels like there's a little bit of a delay, We don't have everything that we need here, but it's sort of coming in we're sort of developing this. I think we have this opportunity. The Ace of Wands says so. We are going to contact you to hang out. We need you to hang out. A little bit of a delay in that. I think you're looking at early October when they want to do that, right? When they want to do that, right now they can't. It feels like they just can't. I think they've been thinking about it. Actually, I think they've been thinking about you a few times. You're kind of on that level of, Tanya, I kind of want to hang out with Tanya. But they just can't right now. I think maybe they got somebody else in the queue. Maybe they got something going on. Maybe they're really busy. Fatin, thank you for the donation. But it feels like that Eight of Swords, they just can't. A little bit of the restrictions, holding back, holding on to something. This is not something that they can do at the moment. If they could, I think they would. Will I have a house by the 1st? Ooh, Nancy, that is some big expectations up there. I'm ready. I will take up the challenge. I will take up that challenge and see if we can get that done. If we can get that done with this. All right. Well, I have a house by the 1st. Oh, that's back? Sure. Okay. That was a pretty good shuffle and random locations, but that seems to be back. I mean, we can do that. We can hang out with that. I don't think that's going to be too bad. Man. Okay. I think that you have the house lined up. I think that you have the paperwork started. I think that you start getting in motion. I think it feels like you have things in motion pretty heavily, pretty well by the 1st. But it seems like having the house, you just don't have it. We're getting a lot of negative cards here. It almost feels like things change. The deal changes. What you signed up for seems to be not what you're getting. What's happening seems to be not what you sort of want at the end of the day. You have a little bit of changes happening, changes coming. And the changes mean that maybe some of the things that we were headed on, maybe the road that we had laid out in front of us could be challenged. A little bit of a challenge as it goes. And it feels like they were a little bit upset. We just can't get what they have, right? YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. But the Ace of Pentacles says we are on the road. In fact, I think you get this firm grip, this firm plan of action, or this firm plan in place where you understand where it's going. You understand how to get there. You understand that this is going to be something that works for you, but you just have to get it done, right? You have to get it done. But it seems like the 1st may not be possible according to the tarot. According to the tarot, entertainment purposes only, the 1st may be challenging for you to get 120% into that because it just looks like something changes. Somebody changed the deal. That seems to be the theme as it goes. All right. Veronica, who is coming towards me and when? And we just did this. We have the Knight of Cups. We know somebody's headed your way. We know somebody's coming. Over here. In my opinion, we know somebody is on the way. Got a little sneak preview a minute ago. Let's find out who it is and what kind of things they got going on. Veronica, I think you want to know. I just think that this is going to be important. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I think this is kind of critical at this point. The 10 of Swords seems to be all over the damn place tonight. Okay. I mean, it feels like that you have 2 opportunities. The first one just dies off immediately. We got the 4 of Cups. This is somebody that comes in, you're like, man, it feels like this is an opportunity I wouldn't mind having. You're kind of excited about it, quite frankly. I think that you're kind of hyped about it, and it just isn't something that feels right. Does that make sense, Veronica? It just doesn't feel right. It feels wrong. It feels a lot wrong. Something's weird about it. You definitely don't want to take that opportunity. Even though it's there, 10 of Swords, just cut it out. Cut it out. Remove it. I don't think you want that opportunity. Ain't nobody got time for wasting time with love, wasting time with romance. Don't do it. Don't do it. I think it's pretty clear. Justice says the next opportunity is, it's almost like when it pours, it rains, right? When it rains, it pours. It's one of those nights. It's Friday. It's Friday. Can I get it? I mean, the Justice card, it says the other opportunity just comes out of nowhere. It's like it comes out of nowhere. You're just like, where did this even come from? And I think that one is the key. That one has the world. It has the big opportunities. I think you're looking at an air sign. This air sign is going to be very focused on you. You're going to be very excited. It's going to really sort of build up and ramp up really quickly. And that's kind of fun. That's kind of what you want. Fatine, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. All right, Nancy, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, we got 38 donations, and we've only been live like 20 minutes. So, yeah, there's that. All right. So, if you're in the queue, it's going to be a while. Ananya, when will things start moving in my life? I'm working hard. I'm being patient. I'm working hard. I'm being patient, but I always end up back at square one. That sucks. I hate that. You're ramped up. You're going full steam ahead. And then all of a sudden you're back to square one. I hate that. That is so annoying. All right, let's find out. Ananya, let's you and me talk here. Let's find out when things are going to get going again. Because if they're stalled, we got a little 8 of Swords action if they're stalled. Strength, 5 of Pentacles, and the World. It picks up. All right, you want to know when it starts moving? I'll give you an exact date when it starts moving. October the 9th. October the 9th is when it starts really sort of moving again. Now, I'm not saying October the 9th. It just like... it goes like that. October the 9th, it starts to open up. It starts to pick up. It starts to move again. I think your life is like a train. When your life is going fast, it's really hard to stop it. It feels like it's just going full speed ahead. When your life is going slow, it feels like it's hard to get moving. But a train takes a long time to ramp up. A train goes slow, slower, a little faster, 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 and then it's going much faster. I think once you get that ramp up, you're going to be okay. And I think the ramp up begins October 9th. Again, it's not going to be going full steam. It's like a train. It needs to warm up. It needs to slow. It needs to go. It's kind of slow as it goes. Life is too short. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Again, October 9th is when it starts to pick up full steam ahead. It depends on how you grasp it, how you use it, how you get these opportunities and run with them. Because if that train starts to sort of slowly roll ahead and you're not really sort of jamming the gas in, you're not sort of feeding it the coal or whatever, I don't think that it's going to really start going that well. You just have to focus on that. Nancy understands. Nancy wants to know, will I be able to move forward with my surgery on the 30th? Now, entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV. I do play doctor, but that's not relevant to the stream. Anyway, Nancy, let's find out. I mean, entertainment purposes only. Will I move forward with the surgery on the 30th? All right. We've got it scheduled. Hopefully we've got it paid for. I'm just saying, let's see if we can get it done. 8 of Pentacles. Oh, that is massive. That is massive thumbs up over there. That is a massive thumbs up. They're working on the surgery. They're getting it done. They're doing all the cutting that they need on the surgery. Everything is going quite well. The planning works. It just works. It works great. It works fantastic. That 3 of Wands. This is something that's been in the works. It's been planned. It's been waiting. I think it functions. I think it works great. The Queen of Wands, a master of the multitasking. They're going to multitask you right in. You got it scheduled. You got it working. It looks fantastic. The work is going to be done. The cutting is going to be done. Nancy. That's a massive thumbs up, Nancy. That looks fantastic. That is probably the best reading we have done all day. Nancy, you got the best reading in here. You got the one that you are going to be like watching it over and over, because that is going to be the cool reading of the night right there. All right. Speaking of cool, we got Fatine up in here. Fatine wants to know why Omar is going to leave me and not marry me. What the hell's wrong with Omar up in here? Can't Omar make a commitment? What's going on with Omar? What is going on with Omar at this point? Starlight, Star Bright, first Starlight donation I got tonight. Star, welcome to the stream. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Fatine? Thank you for your other donation. I mean, let's find out. Stop. I mean, Fatine, why is Omar going to leave me and they ain't going to marry you? Ain't going to put a ring on it. They got to put a ring on it if they like it. I mean, if you like it, you need to put a ring on it. Somebody else is going to come take it, quite frankly. Let's find out. I mean, you're looking at the Two of Wands. They want their own deal. They want it their way. Omar wants it their way. They don't want it your way. They want it their way. I think they're kind of selfish a little bit. No offense, Omar. I mean, brother, if you're watching this, I mean, don't take offense. I think you're kind of selfish. You want it your way. The Two of Wands domain. I need it like I need it. I need it on my terms. I need it how I want it to go. I don't want a bunch of rules that I can't control. Temperance, right? They need that balance. They want to understand that they're in control. They want to micromanage it. They want all the goodies. They want to have their cake and eat it too. I think you're just kind of putting it on the line. You're saying, look, you need to put a ring on it. I mean, that's the way it goes, right? Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. I think Omar's gotten screwed over before. I think Omar, quite frankly, has gotten screwed over before. And they're really hesitant about the whole marriage thing. When you say marriage, I think Omar runs into the corner and hides sometimes. That's the way it goes. That's the way that it happens. The Nine of Wands, a wounded warrior. I feel like I am wounded. This may not be something that I want to go 100% with. You know what I'm saying? Because they are selfish. They do want it their way or the highway. They are going to be a little bit of that. Sometimes that works. Sometimes that just works. Kolziah has a question below. Kolziah, let's see what you're up to tonight. My question, am I intending to call in tomorrow suggesting to meet? Will it go smooth without disappointments? All right, Kolziah's going to make the call. Kolziah, you're going to make the call. Val Mary's making the grade over here with the donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. By the way, I got a birthday stream Tuesday. Birthday stream Tuesday. You know how I am going to celebrate my birthday? By giving all of my crap to all of y'all, by giving everything I own to all of y'all, basically, right? We have a 25% discount on everything in the freaking store in the 2 hours in the stream. I'm going to give away every 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to give away stuff like every 10 to 15 minutes for 2 hours. I'm going to give something away. I'm just saying, I'm going to give a ton of stuff away. It's all digital, but I'm still going to give it away. We got books I'm going to give away. We got drawing courses I'm going to give away. We got all the other newest books, the tarot guidance, the older books. I'm going to give away the audio books. I'm going to give something away a lot. There's going to be a lot of giveaways. So if you wanted something free, come on in. I'm just saying, hang out with us. Anyway, I'm also going to make a custom pet portrait for one person in the stream. A custom pet portrait. I will draw your pet on, I will draw it. I'll kind of make a live video maybe. Anyway, I'll draw your pet and I'll give it to you. I mean, come on. That's like $150 worth of stuff, just the drawing itself. I mean, if you went, on Etsy, you know what I'm saying? You go on Etsy, somebody makes a custom drawing of your pet, dog, cat, whatever. They're going to charge you a fortune. Yeah, I'm doing it for one person for free. I mean, I'm celebrating my birthday by giving everything I have away. All right, let's find out what's going on with Kolziah. My question, I'm intending to call in tomorrow suggesting that we meet. Will N suggest it? Will N be like, all right, sure. I mean, yeah, sure, I'll go. Let's find out Kolziah. N is going to be in the mood. Get it? Okay. I mean, you're looking at the Three of Wands Tower and the King of Cups. I think they're going to sort of play around with you. I think they're going to play around with you a little bit. I don't think they're just going to go, oh, sure. That's not in. That's not in at all. That's not them. I think they want to play and toy with you. It just feels like weird. It just feels weird, right? The Three of Wands. They know you're coming. They know you're calling. They know it's coming. The Tower, they're going to make you sweat a little bit. They make you sweat a little bit. I think that's what's going to happen. You're going to call and suggest. I think they're going to make you sweat a little bit. The Tower. Have a little Tower moment, right? But overall, the King of Cups is sure. Yeah, it seems all right. I mean, we're going with a thumbs up here at the end. I think it's going to be all right. You got to talk to them a little bit. You got to warm them up a little bit, but I think they're going to go for it. Not going to be a problem. Lady Vegas, what is going on? Good to see you. But yeah, the King of Cups says absolutely. They are going to sign on up. Sarah, I can't watch your birthday stream. It's on video, Sarah. It's on video. You can watch it later. Let's see. Fatine, is Omar wanting me to come back to Holland to study? Say my country and go somewhere else? Fatine, let's find out. Let's go back to the future. No, let's go back to, what are we going to use? We're going to use a little bit. We can use a little bit more. Should we do the Gregory Scott? Should we do the Gregory Scott, my friends? You think that Gregory Scott is going to be in the mood over here for teen? We're going to do some Gregory Scott action over here. Find out what is going on. Pants and bras are optional. Of course, pants and bras are always optional on this stream. Just let it all hang. Let it all hang. If it hangs, let it hang on this stream. Anyway, they want to come to Holland to study, stay in my country. What the hell do they want? 10 of Cups, they want you to stay where you're at. That kind of feels, right? The 10 of Cups, you're good where you're at. The Justice card, we're staying where we're at. We're good where we're at. The moon says they're not really that big invested upon your location, right? Nora, welcome to stream. The 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family. Let's stick where we're at. Let's stay. I think it works. Stay where you're at. Stay in your country to study. That's going to be a focus on that. Justice card, right? I don't think there's a lot of opportunities. It seems like it's sort of closed down as far as opportunities go. The moon, it's going to be okay no matter what you do. I think they're open. No matter what you choose, they're going to be okay with it at the end of the day. I think this is going to be something important, something focused for them. They're just like, whatever you do is going to be fine with me. That moon, right? We're taking the adventure. We're taking it together. I don't think that is going to be okay. I think that's going to be okay. Ace of Cups. It feels like no matter what you do, you're kind of headed the same direction with Omar no matter what, right? The same direction no matter what, no matter how it goes. It seems like that just works. It seems like that is just thing. That is okay. Anyway, life is too short. You are actually next. Life is too short. Are you excited? Are you excited? Life is too short. You're going to get life is too short. You're going to get this one. You are going to get this deck right here, which is the box called the Surrealist Tarot. The Surrealist Tarot gets it done. It gets it done indeed. You're working a part-time job on Tuesday. Okay. Oh, thank you, Diane. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Oh, what am I doing? I clicked on the wrong thing. Life is too short wants to know. Life is too short. Okay. Life is too short wants to know. How does D feel about me? I mean, we have the first D question of the night. You know what I'm talking about.
Everybody loves the D.
Everybody loves the D question. Everybody. Val Mary, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Life is too short. Let's find out how D thinks about me. Look at this. I got my fitness goal. By shuffling cards today, my friends. If you think I'm lazy, if you think I'm fat, my fitness is tight. My fitness is out of control at this point. How does D feel about me? Let's find out if D likes you. I mean, some days D may be headed your direction. I mean, I don't know. 3 of Pentacles. That's kind of nice. Definitely have some good stuff happening with that. You got the Moon, you got the 5 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. I think they have a lot of emotions, but the emotions are sometimes unpredictable. I think the beginning emotion is like, it feels like either they miss you or maybe they want to talk to you. Maybe they want some interactions with you, but it seems like that there's not a lot of openings, not a lot of opportunities, right? The Moon, we have a lot of things together. We have a lot of empathy. So I think there's some empathy, there's some connection, there's some emotional guidance, emotional connection going with that. 3 of Pentacles feels like it just needs to work though. It just needs nurtured. It needs to be worked. It needs to be sort of, a little bit of, it's like a plant. It needs the watering, basically, no pun intended. But yeah, the 3 of Pentacles next to the Moon. We have this empathy. We have this tight thing going on, but it feels like it needs to be upgraded, or it needs to be sort of, worked at, basically. Jen Hawken, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Fatine, how am I butchering your name? Let me know how to pronounce your name correctly. If anybody knows how to pronounce Fatine's name correctly, apparently I'm butchering it. Let me know. I love to pronounce things correctly. I am a Virgo. Nancy, thank you for the donation. You get the 5 of Wands though. The 5 of Wands. Again, here's the conflict. Here's the thing where they just don't know how to proceed. They just sort of nervous or sort of anxiety as far as proceeding, right? Because you got a little 8 of Swords. Maybe it's not something that I can do right now. Maybe there's something in the way. Maybe there's some things that are blocking it. Maybe there's some things that are blocking the emotions, if that makes sense. It's like the emotions can't run freely. Emotions can't go where they need to go. The Eight of Swords, I need to hold some of those back. It just feels like they're not maybe as expressive as they need to be sometimes. Overall, they like you. Overall, they kind of like you. I think it has some good emotions there, but again, it has a lot of qualifications. There's a lot of things happening in the meantime. Anyway, all right, Emma, is B thinking about me? What do they think about me? A lot of thinking. There's a lot of thinking going on. A lot of thing. It is correct, Fatine. Okay, somebody said I was butchering your name. Nora, Fatine, were you ever going to help him pronounce your name correctly? Nora, I don't have no idea. Nora, let me know. So Nora, we gotta fix this. Nora. You said Farine BK, but it's actually Fatine BK. Nora. So is it displayed incorrectly? Nora, you got to come out. You got to come out and let me know. You got to come out and let me know. Let me know what the hell's going on over here, because I don't know what's going on over here. Emma, is B thinking about me? What did they think about? If they like me, do they like me? I mean, is it something? Is it something that works? Let's find out. Can we use let's not use the Surrealist Tarot again. Let's use the Gregory Scott Tarot again. I like it. Philippe is finally getting the Spacious Tarot. Philippe, how long does it take to ship something to your place? How long does it take? You were talking about getting the Spacious Tarot like 7 months ago. I don't know. Fatine, do you live out in the middle of like on a mountain or something? Or what's going on over there? I don't know. Let's be thinking about me. What do they think about? What do they think about? The Chariot, the Emperor, and the Wheel. You got all majors here. This is something that's more complex than are they thinking about me? I think this is something a little more complex than you're leading on to. Isn't it, Emma? It's a little bit more complex. The Chariot, the Emperor, and the Wheel. It feels like there's something happening that's major, but it's in the background. It feels like it's building and it's building. It feels like it needs to happen, or it needs to go forward. It needs to get done, but it feels like it's just not getting done. Something's going on over there. It's something's going on that's pulling it back, that's making it not feel right, that's making it a little different. There's a lot of activity to share. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of activity, a lot of things happening in there. But the Emperor, we need to control it. We need to pull it back. We need to take a command over it, because the Wheel of Fortune, we don't want to look obvious. We don't want to look like this or look like that. We want to look cool. We want to pull it back. We want to rein it back and make it okay. But again, we do actually want to express a lot of emotions. There's some things going on in the background maybe you're not aware of, or maybe it's not part of your question, but there's a lot of activity, a lot of action, because it's all majors. This is something big, Emma. This is something big and heavy. This is not something light and simple and all of that stuff, but it feels like it's big and heavy. It's slow moving, and it's sort of determined movement as well. Very interesting. Nora, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see what else is going on. We got YouTube user, got a below. YouTube user, did I get the YouTube user? Did I get one more? I had a previous question. Is in them back in the office? Is yes, will you try to cross paths with me? No. No, I got that one already. All right, Fatine, that I'm pronouncing correctly, I think. Is Omar going to love me more? All right, just as I do. Is Omar's love going to expand? Is Omar's love going to build up like a fire, like a house fire? Oh, no, that's a bad example. Now, let's find out. If I'm going to build up my love, like I'm going to build up my love, Emma, yeah, there's something going on over there. It's an Arabic, if it's an Arabic name, Fatin, then it's not correct. But if she says it's correct, then yeah, she knows her name better than I do. Okay, that works. Anyway, let's find out. Gabby, what's going on? It's been a minute, Gabby. I'm choking over here. Anyway, Fatine, is Omar gonna love me more? Is Omar's gonna build like a house fire? The Knight of Wands says, yeah. This is something that has movement to it. This is something that does have a little bit of a build to it. You got to let it build. You got to let it expand. You got to let it go forward. Knight of Wands says so. That's a movement card, and it's a purposeful movement card. It's a determined movement card. With the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, it feels like we need to build this slowly. We need to gradually develop connections. We need to gradually develop this more combined emotion, this heavier emotion, emotion, this bigger emotion. It feels like, again, like I said with the train, right? It feels like things are gradually building. Five of Pentacles, maybe this is not something that we need to do. Maybe it's not something we do 100% at first, but as it comes back, as it sort of builds, the Page of Swords says that connection is there, the communication is there, and the bigger things come through. The bigger things come through. So absolutely, this is a building, a strong process, a thing that needs some time, needs some space. I think it's going to expand like a house fire. It's going to be just fine. Probably not the best example of the house fire, but I mean, Boo Boo wants to know what's going on the weekend. We got a weekend planned, Boo Boo. Hope you have an exciting weekend going on over there. By the way, we are on 44 donations. So we're busy. We're busy. I can't, I'll show you the queue. You want to see the queue? I'll show you the queue. Whoops, that's not the queue. I'll show you the queue. We are up here. We are up here. So we have all of this to go, and we have all of this to go up here as well. All right, let's start off. Amy is coming up in a hot minute. Amy is coming up, and Amy has made the little Buddha Tarot. If you don't have this on pre-order, what the hell are you doing with your life at this point? What are you doing? Like, what are you really doing with your life? I'm just saying. But, sorry, Boo Boo wanted the Thoth. We'll get the Thoth. We'll do the Thoth for Boo Boo. Boo Boo likes the Thoth. I don't know why. The Thoth is brutal. That happens. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Weekend read for Boo Boo. Can it happen? What is going to happen? What kind of things are we going to do? Are we going to win another $1,000? I mean, is Boo Boo going to win another $1,000 this weekend? Let's find out. Let's find out. Well, that's no to winning $1,000. We're going to say no to winning $1,000. More like we're sort of stuck at home. There's a lot of things you need to get done at home. There's some things that you need to get done at home that you have been neglecting a little bit. This weekend's the time to get that done. We got the strength. Actually, it's called power, but we have the home card, the building card, the castle. This is my castle. This is something good. This is something that happens. This is something that gives me stability. And the castle seems to be up in arms right now. It seems to be up in arms right now. There's some unstable elements in there. You need to get it settled. You need to get that settled, because if you let it go, if you let the emotion just ride the way they want to ride, I think that's not going to be good for you. Not going to be good for you at all. Can you win some money this weekend? I don't think this week. Okay, Boo Boo. I'm going to say entertainment purposes only, but for Boo Boo only, I'm going to say on the 23rd, September 23rd, I would go out and get a scratch off. I wouldn't go out and just get one scratch off ticket on the 23rd. I'm just saying. Just saying now, just go out there and do it on the 23rd. That's not this weekend, but who cares? But yeah, it feels like we've neglected some things. We're behind on some things. We need to get some things done. We need to get some things started. I think this weekend is the time to do it. The focus is at home, and I think the focus is where you want to be during this weekend, because you don't want to let all that stuff just ride. You don't want to let it all just hang loose. I mean, pants are optional in the stream, but in real life, pants are not optional. Pants are required, unless you want to, get arrested or something. Lonnie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Very generous donation. I appreciate you. All right. Philomena, where do you see a serious relationship coming for me? I think it's a good question. I think it requires the little Buddha Tarot. The little Buddha Tarot is, you can pre-order it now. If you haven't pre-ordered it, what are you doing with your life? You need to just go. I mean, come on, just head out there, open the window, and just go and click it. Okay. All right. Let's find out what's going on there. When do you see me having a serious relationship coming with me? If I'm serious about anything, I'm using the little Buddha Tarot, my friends. Absolutely guaranteed. I mean, getting a serious relationship has been challenging. It has been challenging. We sort of recognize that. Christina, I did not skip you. Let's see. Let me look. Let's look. Christina thinks I skipped her. Christina thinks I shortchanged her. Let's go to the Tarot Tower. Now look, that is Philomena, that is Amy, and that is Christina. Christina has super chatted next week reading. So you are 2 away. Christina, you are 2 away. All right. Did not skip you. All right. I'm sorry. We had to go off on a tangent. Okay. There you go. See, I provided with facts. Sheila. Oh my God, Sheila. It's been a while. Sheila, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate that. Thank you for your donation. Sheila, it's been a long time. Lou. Oh my God. Lou, what's going on? Good to see you. Lou is a big fan. I appreciate you. All right, I'm out on a tangent right now. All right, Philomena. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, let me know. If I'm butchering it, I need to know. I'm a Virgo. Okay. The King of Pentacles, right? The King of Pentacles. It does say you have a serious relationship coming. This is going to be with an earth sign. I think you're okay with that. I think you're okay with an earth sign, just not a Virgo man. I think, Philomena, I'm reading you right now. Philomena, it's right there. Anyway, yeah, it feels like that you're going to get a serious thing with a earth sign. With an earth sign, I think you're ready. I think you're ready for this. You've had bad luck with serious relationships, though. I think that's the problem. You've had bad luck with the serious relationships. I think it's Philomena. Thank you, Philomena. You've had problems with serious relationships. I don't think you've had problems with relationship. I think you've had problems with serious relationships. I think that you have gotten sort of in this weird situations that a lot of people just don't get into. It just feels like that you're sort of out in the cold sometimes, or not getting what you need as far as relationship goes. Ace of Cups is somebody new comes over. And again, Emma, thank you for your other donation. And again, the person that comes in is going to be an earth sign. I think you're going to be okay with that. I think you're going to be okay with that. This is a very generous, giving, and loving person. I think you're going to be extremely happy with it. I think you're going to be very focused on it. I think this is going to be something that really makes the grade. Really, really makes the grade. I think it's something that you have been waiting for, right? You have been waiting for the Six of Pentacles, because a giving person, a kind person, someone that's very attentive, someone that's very loving, really makes the grade at the end of the day. And I think that it develops into a serious relationship, and it develops into some exciting and some awesome things. So there you go. There you go. You are ready. You are ready. You have manifested it. I think you've been focusing on this a little. You've been focusing on it enough to where you kind of manifested it. Yeah. I mean, you kind of just made it. Anyway. All right. What's up, T.O.? What's going on, Amy? What are B's intentions and why? All right. Let's find out. My program is butchering the emotes. Okay. What are B's intentions? All right, what are B's intentions? What is B going to do? Again, we're going to use the... Why don't you have this? I know Amy has it. If anybody in chat has this, I know Amy has it. If she didn't send me her last one. Okay, anyway. All right, let's find out. What are B's intentions? Fatine, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Page of Cups. They're kind of unsure at some point. They are kind of unsure with the Five of Pentacles, too. A little bit of Judgment, a little bit of the Three of Wands. Oh, man. Is B a player? This really looks like a player. It really does. I say this. This looks like, I don't know if it's a relationship or whatever. It looks like somebody that hops and gets in and leaves. You got the Five of Pentacles. It feels like that when they get something, they don't want it. Or when they don't have something, they desperately want it. It seems like they get it and they're just not in that mood, in that thing. Page of Cups, it feels like that emotionally they're kind of out there a little bit. They're kind of here, there, and everywhere. Judgment, they need something new and fresh. They do take the next shiny object. They want to chase it. And the Three of Wands are always looking for the next thing. They're looking for the next big thing, the next shiny object. This is shiny object chaser, shiny object chaser. And it could be bad if it's a business thing. It could be even worse if it's a relationship thing, especially it's kind of reeks of a player if it's in a relationship context, right? The Five of Wands. I just got bored. I just don't know. I mean, I'm on here, I'm trying to do this. I'm not having any luck. Judgment, I need something new, need something fresh. I need something back, and I'm constantly looking for the next shiny object. Page of Cups. Maybe I'm not in that mode where I'm emotionally stable enough to get everything done all in the same, all in the same vein. Anyway, all right, Christina's finally up. It's true, my friends. We had 50 donations, by the way. So it's going to be a while. If y'all donated, y'all going to have to wait. Because it's going to be a while. Anyway, the chibi, but I mean, this is, you got to have this. If you don't have this, what are you doing with your life? Anyway, next week, let's find out what's going on. Find out what is happening with next week. If I'm going to read Christina, of course. Ooh, Kitty's here. Kitty's been sick. Kitty has been a little sick. She got all of her vaccinations and she's been a bit on the lethargic side, I got to say. So I called the vet and they're like, yeah, they get lethargic after the vaxes, So it's like, Kitty's been relaxing and sleeping. So I'm not sure if Kitty's going to be able to jump up here. Kitty, you going to be able to jump up here, Salem? Salem, what are you doing down there? Salem wants to join us. Salem definitely wants to join the stream, but Salem is a little bit on the tired side right now. Anyway, next week, let's find out what's going on with the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. Queen of Pentacles, nice. Nine of Swords, King of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Next week is going to be a little bit more emotional than you're used to. Definitely on there, right? A little more emotional as far as it goes. The Nine of Swords. Something happens next week where you're just like concerned. All of a sudden, you're just concerned. You're like, oh my, what's happening? What's going on with this? It feels like there's something up, right? Something's up. That's the theme of next week. Something's up. Something's weird. Something up. Something's going on. That's the theme of next week for sure. The King of Cups. Your emotional detachment to a lot of things is really going to get worse. It's really going to get worse. Your emotional detachment to stuff is just going to be like, I don't care. I just don't care. Even if the Nine of Swords with the King of Cups, it feels like that emotional detachment is just going to get to the point of, I'm worried, I'm concerned, but I just don't care about the outcome. And that's okay. I don't think everybody can control every little thing that happens, right? Anyway, let's find out. The Queen of Pentacles, though, it feels like you're really in control of your money next week. A lot of cool things. 15, thank you for the donation. It feels like you're in control of your money. It feels like things monetarily are coming together. It feels like you have a lot of things that are upcoming, that are concerning, but I think you're going to have more of a command, more of a mastery of your cash next week. Knight of Cups, Mr. Romance is interesting indeed. I think that, I think as far as that is concerned, I think you're sort of in that mode where things just work. Romantically, things just work. Things just work. Things are just great. Things just work romantically. It's just smooth sailing next week. It's almost like no issues, no problems at all. Looking fantastic as far as the relationship stuff goes. Anyway. So there is your next week. We got a gazillion donations today. We have a lot of donations. 15. We're going on a 15 quadruple shot. I think we're trying to knock out a bunch of 15s in a row. If we're going to do like 50 15s, what are we going to use? I'm thinking this one here works. I like it. This one, a little bit of Wonderland Tarot. Knock out about 5 15 readings in a row. Will I graduate with more than a 3.3 in a GPA? Or is it going to be a little bit less? Is it going to be a little bit less on the GPA? Two of Pentacles. I think you're going to be okay. I think you're going to get that. I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. Nine of Wands says it's going to be difficult in some subject. It feels like one particular subject is sort of dragging you down. I don't think that's going to be a big problem, but at least if you'll be able to knock that out, you're going to be able to focus that hard thing. I think it's going to be okay. It just feels like that everything is easy except one particular thing is really dragging you down. And you're like, I should have made that choice. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have pursued that. But if I'm committed to it, I'm stuck with it. I think that's going to be an option. I think it's going to be okay at the end of the day. So yes, we're going to go with a thumbs up. I think you can get it. You need to knock out, focus hard on the difficult thing. I think that's going to be okay at the end of the day. Mina, what is going on? Good to see you. All right. What is Omar's messages today to me? All right, let's find out what Omar's messages have behind the curtain. What is Omar doing over there, and what kind of things do they want to say tonight? What kind of things does Omar want to say tonight? The world and the sun. Omar thinks everything is looking pretty good so far. Omar thinks the situation overall is going to turn out well. I think they're pretty optimistic about it. I think they are pretty optimistic about it. You got the sun. Things are looking up. Things are brightening. Things are looking better. I think the situation gets in that mode of looking better as it goes. The world, too. I think the world opens up opportunities. We have sort of a windowed or sort of a mirrored look within that. I think Omar feels that, Omar's messages, things are looking up, things are looking better. We need to hang on to what is in the future and we need to go for it. I think that is going to work overall. So it's more of a positive thing, right? We got all majors. We got a lot of good things happening with this. Well, study online or will it be face to face? Ooh, that's good. You know, for online or for digital, I like windows. I like windows. Let's do 3. Let's get a window in here. See if we can do online instead of face to face. Oh, I think it is online. You know, that is the other card I was kind of looking for. We have a lot of different things going on with that. Sauce Boss, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We got a hanged man. This is a different perspective. I think that means online, right? Because sort of driving in, getting things done, getting things, the scheduling that's required for face-to-face is quite fatiguing at some point. And I think ain't nobody got time for that at the end of the day because there's a lot of other things you have in your life. And the Page of Wands, right? This is something that's so light. Commitment is so easy. Star Bright, thank you for your other donation. I think it just works. I think it just functions and it just works indeed. We got, you know, does Omar see me as sexy or attractive? Let's find out if Omar would like the sexy. I'm just saying, I mean, you know,
Music to make love to.
let's find out if they like that. If you pass by, do they go, woo? Do they howl like a wolf as you pass by or as they look at your Facebook photo? I don't know. Does Omar see me sexy or attractive? Queen of Cups and Justice. I think they have some emotions in there. Yeah, I think that you bring out their emotions or you bring out the opportunities for their emotion. It feels like they have some emotion sort of stored up and in there for you, right? So I do think they're emotional with that. The Queen of Cups is very big, very prominent emotional card. And the Justice card, they're sort of keeping it in balance though. They're holding back a little bit. I don't think they're just going to howl at the moon, you know, when you come by or anything like that. I don't think they're going to, I don't think they're just going to dive towards you like an Olympic diver or something. It feels like Justice. They want to balance things out a little bit. Stay cool. Stay Omar. They want to stay cool and stay Omar. But yeah, they find you know, that you're not bad. You're not bad indeed. In the eyes of Omar, entertainment purposes only, you're not bad indeed. All right, what does N feel about me? YouTube user wants to know. What does N feel about me? And find out if N is going to cross our paths in the Metro Mall. Ooh, is that going to be a thing? Is N going to cross paths in the mall? All right. So find out right now what N feels about me. Strength card with the 10 of Pentacles. They still have high hopes. Even though things have been challenged, even though things have been in the corner, even though you have gone head to head and had some emotional outbreaks and arguments and issues and back and forth and things like that, it feels like strength, right? They still have some patience. They still want the best because you have the 10 of Pentacles, happy home, happy family. I still think they want the best. They just don't know how to get it. And we've run into this with N before. They just don't know how to get what they want. They don't know how to get what they need. They don't know how to, communicate as far as they need to communicate. They don't know how to sort of get the things across, right? They don't know how to get things across. And that's sort of the N's major problem they have had in the entire time. But I still think that they have high hopes and they have a lot of promise as far as that is concerned. Oh, we're going to the mall. Are we going to cross paths? Is N going to be at the mall? Am I going to be at the mall? We're going to walk into, we're going to walk into Hot Topic or whatever the mall has, Dillard's, Hot Topic. I don't know. Are we going to walk in there and suddenly we're going to see each other? Our eyes meet and we start laughing. I mean, Death says, yeah, the Hermit says no. The Hermit says we're going to walk the mall by ourselves. This is going to be something where we're sort of walking through and cruising through. We're going to be a little bit by ourselves. That's all right. You know, at the end of the day, that's all right. So, yeah, we'll be a little bit by ourselves. You know, we're not going to really meet. Not going to be a thing. Death says we are going to meet later. We are going to meet later under a different circumstance. But the mall? No. The Hermit? I'm going to be riding alone, riding by our lonesome as it goes. Anyway, Nancy wants to know, will I have a house by October 10th? So we already said that we don't have a house by October 1st. Can we get one by October 10th? Let's find out. Let's go ahead and use this one again. Let's go ahead and use this one. I do love this one. If you don't know what it is, it's a Wonderland Tarot, of course. You should know that. You should know that. Will I have a house by October 10th? Is that going to be a thing? Is it going to be possible at all? Maybe, maybe not. Oh man, I'm going to go. What the hell? Nancy, what the hell's going on? Nancy, in the last reading, we had an Ace of Pentacles as your last card. And this one, we have an Ace of Pentacles as your last card. Nancy, what's going on? Nancy, you need to type this out. What the hell's going on over there? Nancy. We had the Death card before. Things change. The deal changes. Something's up over there, Nancy. Something's up. And the Ace of Pentacles on the last card says we're still working on it, but we're still sort of working, but we don't have anything like firm commitment. We don't have a 10 of Pentacles. We don't have a 6 of Pentacles where we're signing stuff. We don't have a 7 of Swords. We're moving in. We don't have a 10 of Cups, a 10 of Pentacles. We don't have anything that indicates we're a happy home, happy family, even a Hermit that we landed okay and safely. 6 of Cups says we're still meeting with people, and the Ace of Cups says things are still going on. Nancy, what is going on over there? Why do you keep getting an Ace of Pentacles no matter what deck I pull as the last card? Something's up, Nancy. Something's up with this house deal. Something's going on. Anyway, I know you're moving from Louisiana to North Carolina. Okay. Well, what's going on with the house, though? Why would the tarot keep saying it's going to take a while? Like, what's happening? Do you haven't closed the house, or you haven't put the money down, or you don't have the the house on contract, or you haven't looked at the house? Ace of Pentacles feels like we're still working on it, even a long time after. It feels like even October 10th, we're still working on it. Something's going on. Love forecast for the rest of September. Going on, star bright, star light. First star I see tonight. Okay, we can use the Labanco. You know, it's been a hot minute. Life is too short is laughing at Hot Topic. I mean, that was cool during the 80s. That was cool during the 80s and 90s. Hot Topic was the place to be. I mean, everybody's laughing over here, but I'm just saying. Okay, anyway, the credit score 700 filed bankruptcy, but it's resolved. Okay, something's going on over there. Ace of Pentacles, it feels like it's just constantly working. We need to work on it a little too much. Anyway, love forecast for the rest of September. I think we're moving, we're motivated, we're getting going. Nine of Pentacles says we have opportunities, but the opportunities just aren't working out for long term. Our opportunities are just not working out for long term, right? Ultraviolet, hello to you. It feels like there are openings or doors or things happening. There are interesting things up. I think there's a lot of fun things out there. Bella girl, what's going on? But the Nine of Swords says we're still moving. We're still moving for the rest of September. We're still trying to get something. We're still trying to catch something. We're trying to get something at the end of the day. The Nine of Swords says we have that movement. We have that action. We have that adventure. We have that excitement. The Nine of Pentacles says we're getting some hits. We're getting some love. We're getting some connections, but it doesn't feel like anything that's just going to be strong and permanent or anything like that. It just feels like rest of September is kind of same old. Feels like the same old. I mean, you know what I mean, Star Bright? The same old. Anyway, shall I study public policy, international business law, or something else? That's a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
We can do that. Spencer's Gifts, that's what I'm talking about. We can get this up in chat. What was your favorite mall store before malls sucked? Before malls sucked and COVID came and all of a sudden you realized that COVID was going to be around for the next 100 years, what was your favorite mall store? Public policy is going to be up here. International business law is going to be up here. I'm going to assume something else. Is going to be, if both these suck. That sucks. Let's find that. Oh my God, that's... All right, international business law. You've asked this before, and I said international business law, didn't I? Didn't I say that you have ending soon? You want an ending soon? I'll give you ending soon. There's your ending soon. KD just runs the stream at this point. I'm just saying. KD runs the stream at this point. KD says I'm ending soon. There you go. Ending soon, wrapping up the readings. I was supposed to get out of here at 7:15, but you see how well that worked. Anyway, all right, Contemporary casual is nice. All right, so stay public policy. No, public policy sucks. Entertainment purposes only. Never choose your study based upon the fat man reading cards on the internet, but public policy, screw that. International business law. I think I said, didn't I get that the last time? Didn't you have internet business law the last time? Didn't that work the last time? Because science said this is something that you're good at, something that you know, something that you can figure out, something that you got going on. I like it a lot. I like it, and I like it more, especially with truths. Especially with truths hanging out right beside science. I think both the swords talk about the learning. It talks about picking it up. It talks about learning. It talks about communicating. It talks about getting it done. And international business law is going to be your forte. It's going to be your forte. That's just going to be your forte. At this point, I think it's going to work right now. I think it's going to work. By the way, Tuesday is my birthday stream. My birthday stream. I'm celebrating my birthday by giving you everything that I own. I'm giving 25% discount on everything in my freaking store. I'm giving away a personal drawing of somebody's pets on the stream. Every 10 minutes, I'm giving away a book, an audio book, another book. I'm giving away something. I'm giving away something like every 10 minutes. It'll be like reading, giveaway, reading, giveaway, reading, giveaway. The more you know about my life, the better off you're going to be on these giveaways, because I'm going to ask you things like, when's the last time I had a pizza? And the person that gets the closest wins. Okay. Or we're just going to get a random giveaway. Like I'll be like, screw it, KD, what do you want? I'm going to give you something. Or screw it, Val Mary, what do you want? I'm going to give you something. That's how it's going to roll. This is how it's going to roll on the birthday stream. Anyway, if you can be there Tuesday, it's going to be 2 hours. I don't expect you to stay the 2 hours. I know you have a life, but if you want to stay a few minutes, just say hello. I appreciate you hanging out with me just for a few minutes. Anyway, who's coming to me in love? Val Mary wants to know what is going on with the love situation. Val Mary, you need some more love in your life. You do need all the love in your life, Val Mary. Let's find out what's going on. There's a little bit more Labanco. Let's get a little more Labanco. Pants and bras are optional. I would say just take off the pants before you join. I think it's safe to say. Just take off the pants before you join if you're in private. Bella Girls, September 30th. That is awesome. Bella Girl, that is awesome. Happy birthday early to you. Who's coming towards me in love? You do have somebody climbing your direction, literally climbing your direction. That's kind of interesting, right? Kind of interesting that we got it going on there. We got a little 10 of wands, normally the encumbrance card, but in this, I think somebody's climbing your direction. This is an earth sign that is headed your way. Now, let's talk as far as coming towards you in love, right? I don't think you're quite ready for this. I think it falls apart almost immediately. I'm just saying, Val Mary, entertainment purposes only. I think it's going to fall apart quite quickly, because this is a little too much. It is a 10 of wands. It's a little bit too breathy. It feels a little bit too weird. It feels a little bit too much. It's just too weird. It's too much. There's too much going on. There's too many expectations. There's a lot looking here, right? The 2 of wands says this is not going to be your only opportunity by far, but this is going to be a weird one. It feels really weird. It feels like it should be working. It feels like everything's lined up, but it just doesn't work. It's like a Alanis Morissette song, right? Alanis Morissette song. It's like rain on your wedding day. But I mean, that just feels like it. It feels like it. That feels how it works. And the 2 of wands overall, that 2 of wands just feels like, it should have been, but it ain't. Should have been, but it ain't. I don't know. It should have been, but it ain't. I don't know. KD, how do you get earth sign from 2 wands cards? Because I'm Tarot Oracle. KD, I'm Tarot Oracle. KD, how long have you been here? KD knows me. KD knows me better than anybody. No, wait. Christina knows me better than anybody. KD knows me almost better than anybody. KD, you just got to understand I'm Tarot Oracle. I just do things. Anyway, is my ex love me now? We don't talk. All right, now that you backed off from the ex, now that you backed off a little bit, even though you don't talk, do they still love you? Are they still in love with you? 6 of Swords and the Tower. I think y'all been through a lot. Y'all been through the ringer sometimes, it feels like. But I think they still got a connection. That 6 of Swords. I'm willing to ride this through. I'm willing to ride it from the beginning to the end. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to ride it through. The 6 of Swords. It's going to be a long journey. It's not going to be an easy journey. It's not going to be an easy journey at all. But the Tower, Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus Christ with this connection. All right? What did you do to this person? What did you do to that Sag? What'd you do to that Sagittarius? I want to know, because something's up there. Something's up with that. The Tower moment, the Tower in all of this stuff. Mademoiselle, welcome to the stream. It feels like, yeah, they still do. They still have some feelings with you. They're going to be in there for the long run. They're not going anywhere. But that's a lot of beef. There's a lot of steak in that potato. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about? All right. How does Ashley think about me? Jen Hawkin. I know Jen was like, I donated like a year ago. When am I getting a rereading? Can you imagine being new on this channel? Oh, wait a minute. Let's talk. Can you imagine being new on this channel? I can't imagine being new on this channel. So you go to like a normal tarot reading channel and they have like, 5 readings in the queue or something. And then you come here, you got 50 readings in the queue. I mean, and you donate and like an hour later you get your reading. That's kind of weird. I wonder what, like, if you're new here, what do you think? Like, what do you think? Like what's the first impression? Like, what's going on? What's the first impression? Like, I had to wait a year for my reading. Is that the first impression? I don't know. Anyway, Jen Hawkin. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate that. If you're hanging out with me, you might as well hit like and sub. You're going to miss the birthday stream if you don't. You got to get the like and sub out. You're going to miss all of this stuff. You're going to miss the news. You're going to miss the birthday stream. You're going to miss Christina coming in. Christina, welcome to the stream. Walking this way. I hope that's Christina. I hope nobody else has a key. Welcome, Christina, to the stream. What is going on?
I'm listening.
You're listening. There you go. Anyway, so I'm just saying, like, if you're new, what do you think about the stream? I kind of always wonder, what people... Anyway. All right. Jen Hawkin, what does Ashley think about me? Let's pull a bunch of cards. The Sun. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice indeed. You got the Lovers, Justice. You got 3 majors in here. I mean, you got 3 majors in here. I like it. I like it indeed. I think it's pretty comfortable. They're comfortable with you. You got the Lovers here. That's what they think about you. You got the Sun next to the Lovers, sort of warming up the opportunity, warming things up as it goes. I think that's something that is valid, something that does work. The Sun next to the Lovers really sort of brings in a more powerful Lovers card. I think it's fantastic. They feel a lot about you. They have a lot of good things going on with that. Justice, you bring in balance, right? You're sort of a little bit different than them. You're a little bit more dynamic than them. I think they're kind of boring, quite frankly. And the Justice card says you bring a little bit of that excitement, bring a little adventure as it goes. What deck is that? Well, I'm glad that you asked because I was going to show you. It's the Gilded Tarot Royale. The Tarot Marchetti, the Gilded Tarot Royale is just how it goes. And the 6 of Swords, just like we had in the other read, we have this in for the long run. A lot of good readings here. Jen, they're adored by, they adore you, Jen. Jen, I hope you like waiting like 5 years for that reading just for me to say they adore you. But I mean, yes, should I stay with mom, daughter, or son next week? Oh, man, that's a choice, ain't it? That's a choice, ain't it? Let's continue to use a little Tarot Marchetti deck and find out what's going on with all of that. All right, got it in my basket. There you go, mademoiselle. All right, should I stay with mom, daughter, or son next week? The 3 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the King. And the King? I mean, I'd go with the Sun. We got the King over here with the Pentacles and whatnot. What about the kitty? I have not fed her yet. She wasn't eating earlier. Yeah, the 3 of Pentacles says we need to work on it. So if you're going to stay with somebody, 10 of Pentacles says happy home, happy family is brought by. It's brought by the male of this species, the King of Wands. I would go with the Sun. I would go with the Sun. Pretty simple stuff going on there. I would go with the Sun. The Sun feels like it works. By the way, we're ending soon. We're down to the last 108 readings. We've had 55 donations today. That's a lot. Nora, should I apply for law school this fall? Or should I wait? Ooh, we got some good cards for that. We got some great cards for that. Angel, thank you for being a member for 3 months. I greatly appreciate that stuff. Appreciate y'all. Let's do the This Might Hurt Tarot. Can we do that? Can we do the This Might Hurt Tarot? I think that would be just dandy. Think it would be just dandy. Does anybody use the word dandy? Does it? All right. I think all of y'all have committed a fatal sin, quite frankly. I think all of y'all have committed a fatal sin. We're talking about malls in the 80s and 90s. We're talking about your favorite store, and people named Hot Topic. They named all the fun stores, but not a single person named Cinnabon. Not a single person named Cinnabon? Really? Are you being serious right now? Cinnabon was like a crack addiction for malls. You go to the mall, and you'd smell a Cinnabon from the other side of the mall. Like 4 miles away, here's a Cinnabon, and here's you and your friends. You'd smell that Cinnabon, and you go immediately over there and buy one. I can't believe nobody named that. I'm just right now. I feel like I'm alone here. I feel like I'm alone in just like an island in the middle of the sea. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Oh man. There was a reason I was 415 pounds. I'm going to say that. All right. Anyway, should I apply for law school or should I wait? I think you should wait. I think you should wait. Ten of Swords, Eight of Cups. They're both wait cards. They're both delay it. We're going to abandon it. We're going to walk away from it. We need to wait. We're Ten of Swords. We need to cut it out. You absolutely, positively, Nora, should wait. You got to wait, and more wait. I don't think you should do it this fall. Entertainment purposes only. Never go to law school based on a fat man who loves Cinnabon reading your tarot cards on the internet. Anyway, Gabby was next. Gabby, how'd you know that? Gabby, you're pretty good. Gabby's pretty good. I need to hire Gabby for the stream. Gabby, how much would you charge me for helping me on the stream? What's coming for me in love and coming for me in general? Let's find out. We'll keep using the This Might Hurt tarot. No pun intended, Gabby. Using This Might Hurt tarot for your love reading, but that's how we're going to roll. Gabby, you know how I roll. Gabby, you've been here long enough. You have been here long enough. You didn't want to have sticky Cinnabon flingers where you're flirting with the cashiers. I don't know. Andrew, there's got to be a joke in there somewhere. There's a dirty joke in there somewhere. You don't like cinnamon rolls and buns. Wait, what the hell? Lady, you haven't had a good one. You haven't had a good one. It's why. I'm telling you now, you haven't had one that just like melts in your mouth like Cinnabon had. Anyway, all right, I'm making myself hungry. I just ate. What's coming for me in love and in general? Nine of Wands. We can do that. Page of Cups and the Four of Swords. I think there's somebody from your past that's going to hit you up. It doesn't work. It doesn't work out. I don't think that functions. Page of Cups says they're not ready. You're not ready. I don't think this is something you want to dive forward and get done. The Nine of Wands says in general, you have been sort of between a rock and a hard place, no pun intended, with love. And it feels like a lot of things just aren't happening. A lot of things just aren't moving the way that they need to move with that. You got the Four of Swords in here too. I think if you're looking for love, if you're looking for something to pick up, if you're looking for things to just be exciting, I would kind of look like November-ish. I mean, it kind of look a little bit like November-ish. I mean, I'm just saying, I look for November-ish. Overall, but again, you do have an opportunity. It just doesn't work out. It's something that just doesn't make it. You love McDonald's Cinemelts. Ooh, Auntie Anne's. Ooh, Auntie Anne's. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, Auntie Anne's was pretty cool. Auntie Anne's was nice. That was the pretzel one, right? Anyway, B's true feelings for me. Emma wants to know. Let's find out. Let's see what is going to happen. Today, I'm going to use the wizards for you, Emma. Emma, find out B's true feelings, see if B likes her, see if B doesn't. See if B will go with you to Cinnabon. If B will go with you to Cinnabon, they are madly in love with you. They are madly, madly in love with you. You just don't go to Cinnabon with a random person anymore. You just don't go. Anyway, we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Is this something you have to start over? Is this something that needs a reboot? Something that needs a beginning? Something that needs to start? I think it feels like it is. Fatine, thank you for your other donation. By the way, we're ending soon. We're ending soon after the next 10,000. Ready? It feels like something that needs to start over, something that needs to reboot, something that, Orange Julius. Yeah. Anyway, something that needs to restart, something that needs to reboot, right? If they have some feelings for you, you're going to need to reboot it because the Hanged Man says right now, y'all are on two different worlds. Y'all are on two different planets, two different galaxies, it feels. It feels like you need to reboot it. You need to reignite it. You need to put a fire underneath it and let it blossom and let it go forth and let it sort of manifest itself. The Hanged Man said right now, miscommunication's pretty heavy with that. I think if you reboot it, it's going to be a lot better. But if you reboot it, I think you can get some stuff done. You can get some stuff done. It's not centered. You can get some stuff done. You're correct. That is not centered. That distance is not equal to that distance. You're correct. You do. I mean, most aces of pentacles are not... Most aces of pentacles are not centered. I'm going to tell you now, they are not centered because you have to have a hand holding them up. Anyway, Lonnie is next. Lonnie, what can I expect from my Gemini when he comes back this weekend? See what kind of unexpected things we can find out about that Gemini. What that Gemini is going to be doing. What can I expect from them? It could be unusual. It could be exciting. It could be some things going on with that. Let's find out. Let's find out. You got strength. I like it. I'm losing my voice. You got strength. I like it. You got the 9 of Swords. Fatine, thank you for the other 2 donations. Fatine, I might read you tomorrow. I'm losing my voice kind of at the moment. We're going on an hour and a half. All right. 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Tower. How am I going to do a 2-hour stream on my birthday? I think I'm going to lose my voice. But we're going to go for it anyway. What can I expect from my Gemini when he comes back this weekend? 10 of Wands, the Tower. Things have changed with the Gemini, that is for sure. Things are updated. Things have changed with the Gemini and all that. So I'm going through that, and then we're gonna cut it. All right. Things have been modified. Things are different, right? We have a little bit of a difference. We have a little bit of things happening for this. It feels like we need to catch up. It's definitely we need to catch up, Lonnie. First thing in the door, right? You need to catch up. Like, what's going on? How will this thing do? What's happening? We need to catch up because I think there's a lot of things happening in the background that maybe you're not aware of, or things going on that maybe you're not aware of, or basically you need to catch up with this person, right? The 10 of Wands, there's some things that have been added to that. Gabby, I may have to do your tomorrow. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And the Tower, again. Yeah, the first problem is dating a Gemini. KD may be on point. Katie may be on point. There's some of this aspect that has been changed, some of this aspect that has been modified. The 9 of Swords, there's something going on, and I think you know a little bit about it. I think there's multiple things happening, multiple moving parts that you need to be aware of. Strength card says you need to be very patient with the Gemini because, again, I think they're coming in with a different deal. I think they're coming in with some modified stuff, and you kind of got to understand what is going on. You got to understand how things are going to be, you know, in that realm, because it's going to be a little bit different than what you expect. Basically, is what it's saying. With the Gemini, that could be the norm. You could be one of those situations where you just get something wild, something weird every time, but in this particular case, it may be that times 20. Might be. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Let's get a new deck of cards. Let's get a little art tarot as it goes. All right, Emma wants to know, question below. Emma, let's find out what Emma needs to know. Cherry Coke is the best. That's the truth. What's going on behind the scenes with B? Clarify what's going on behind the scenes with B. Let's find out what's going on. Fatine, thank you for your other donation. I'm going to have to get you tomorrow. So your last 3 reads, Fatine, I'm going to have to get to you tomorrow because my voice is kind of going out at the moment. I don't know how I'm going to do 2 hours. I don't know. I'm going to make it, but I don't know how I'm going to do 2 hours. But we're going to make it. We're going to do it anyway. Anyway, maybe I'll just go slower. Maybe I'll just I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. Clarify the first reading, what's going on behind the scene with B. You got the Page of Wands, you got the 8 of Cups, and the Star. They're living their destiny, and their destiny seems to have dragged them away from a lot of things that are important to them, or a lot of things that they used to be focused on. It feels like they're being dragged. They're literally being dragged away by something, by some force, something happening. The 8 of Cups, right? We're being dragged away. It's almost like they're dragged away involuntarily. The Star, they seem to be following something as well. They're following something, they're guided with something, but it's sort of this weird combination of that. By the way, the Revival Art Tarot. But yeah, that feels like that, yeah, they're being guided, they're being pulled away by something going on over there. Anyway, is this something voluntary? I don't think so. I think the 8 of Cups points to involuntary pull, an involuntary thing happening. quite frankly. The other thing that I see is a page of wands. We're not in control of the fire. We're not in control of that fire reaction. And it feels like that may not be something that works. That may not be something that functions in the long run. So maybe I think involuntarily dragged away by something. Emma, I'm going with it. Emma, I'm going with it. I think involuntarily dragged away by something. Anyway, we got coming up. We are on 57 donations, by the way. Must I forget Omar? Because I think it may not be working. Are you going to forget Omar? Are you going to give up Omar? Are you going to cash out on the Omar check? Are you going to cash out on the Omar check? I think the Thoth derivative works for this. I like the Thoth derivative. I think that it could work for this. Are we going to forget him? Are we going to cash out? Are we going to do a little Eight of Cups action with Omar? I think you're going to be forced at one day, you're going to be forced to do it. Not today. Does that make sense? I think it's not working. Yeah, it's not working. I agree. The Tower says one day you're going to be forced into the situation where you have to. The Hanged Man, so we're going to be dragged over. We're going to be dragged through. It feels like the differences just take effect. The differences weigh so heavily that you do have to at some point. I don't think that day's today, but I think that day is coming indeed. What's Omar's reaction when I go to London? Let's find out. And by the way, Fatine, we're going to read your other 3 readings tomorrow. We're going to do Sauce Boss and Star Bright and close down the read. Sila, Sila asking, should I work today? That's kind of important. It's kind of important if we should work today or not. We got to do Sila. Anyway, so Omar's reaction when I go to London. 7 of Wands, they don't want you to go. And the Hierophant. They actually, they don't want you to go. I think that they almost like that they have a vested interest in you staying for some reason. They have a vested interest in you staying. They feel like they don't want you to go. The 7 of Wands, I'm being defensive towards this, right? I'm feeling defensive towards it. I feel like this isn't something that I want to do. And the Hierophant, I think they're taking it way too seriously than they need to, basically. Way too serious than they need to. They're defensive against it. I don't think that they want you to go. Anyway, speaking of going, Star Bright is going in a trip in October. Let's find out what is that going to happen. How is that going to happen? If you're going to have a trip in October, Starlight, Star Bright having a trip in October tonight. Oh my. Yeah. I mean, it's okay. I think it drastically changes at the last minute. I think you have something happen that drastically changes it or drastically modifies the rules. It feels like the Knight of Wands. We're taking the trip. We're going. We're having good times. We're going forward with it. But it feels like some rules change maybe a little bit in the last minute. You say that because of the moon, right? It feels like things just aren't syncing. Things just aren't vibing the way they need to do. Nine of Discs. I think it's a successful trip. It's a good trip. And it goes fine. But again, there's something happens in the middle, something in the beginning, something happens a little bit in the beginning that feels like it modifies things a little bit. I don't think drastically. I just think it modifies it a little bit. Silas, should I work today? Not feeling my best. You know, should call in sick. You know, in general, I think calling in sick ain't a half bad idea. Ain't a half bad entertainment purposes only, never calling in sick based upon a fat man reading cards on the internet. But I would say the Keeper of Visions and the Seeker of Boons. Stay home and be healthy. Stay home and be healthy. That is a Seeker of Boons. You need to focus on you. You need to focus on the tree of life. You need to focus on your health. The tree means life, means health. You're looking at that. You need to focus on that. Be concerned. If you're not feeling good and you don't want to get worse, you may want to stay at home. And the Keeper of Visions. I think it's something that they understand and they sort of communicate that out. It's going to be okay. Overall, stay home. I would go a thumbs down. Don't go to work. Don't go to work. But obviously, I'm just a random dude on the internet. I think that you should not rely upon me because you may lose your job because of me and then you'd sue me. So let's not do that. So the entertainment purposes only. And the last reading of the night is Sauce Boss. Sauce Boss, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Curious if my long-distance relationship is going to work out. I just met him a few days ago. If you don't get to me, that's all right. Okay. I'm actually going to get to you. Last reading of the night, and then we're going to go because I'm losing my voice. is the long distance relationship going to work out? I mean, it is something that you just met a few days ago. So, like, if it didn't work out, you're not going to be like heart wrenched or anything like that. By the way, we don't read all upside down because that's not what we do. Okay. You got a lot of majors here. You got the devil, the world, the wheel, and the Hierophant. Sauce boss, that's kind of weird. Just in a tarot environment, the all majors is kind of weird. I think there's something good with this relationship. I think this relationship is cool. I think there's something wild and weird and interesting about it. The devil, though, says you have your doubts. You don't have any shortage of doubts at all. You don't have any short of doubtage at all. So you have some doubtage. You have a little bit of doubts in there. Okay, here's the problem. It's going to take a long time to meet them. It feels like the things drag out. It feels like that they are over-representing themselves. Right? A little bit. Over-representing themselves a little too much. The devil action says, there's something else going on in the background and all of that other stuff. So overall, I'd be very careful and cautious as it goes. Be careful and cautious with it. Anyway, thank you for being here. Fatine, I get your 3 readings tomorrow. Gabby, I get your your reading tomorrow.